ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले सोऽयं रूपकदामयं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलम् श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्दा हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद श्रील गुरुदेव की जय, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय, हरे नाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय, गुरु परंपरा की जय, श्री गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल, गुरु परंपरा की जय, संस्कृतम की जय, हरे कृष्ण। So Hare Krishna again, welcome everybody for today's session of Sanskrit for scriptural study. And today we are in session number 6. And today we are going to discuss the second part of Aksharani there, and we are going to discuss about Vyanjanani, okay, the consonants, how to pronounce them, and what are the rules for proper pronunciation, everything. Okay. So before we begin, I wanted to just express my heartfelt thanks to all of you. So it's actually somehow it just occurred this week, some realization that because many people message that, oh, Mataji, I'm a mother, single mother with 2 kids. I really want to study, but I know I cannot attend live. Many situations people send messages. I said, yeah, take it at your pace. Take it slowly. That's how the course is designed. Don't worry. But then among all those people, there are a few selected people who Bhagavan has arranged for them to attend live and to be part of the course, shaping the course actually. See, one thing is to listen the recording. That means somebody has already cooked the meal and we just eat. But let's say you're part of making the meal. It's so much fun, right? Like, every question you ask and every expression you make would change the way I would, share, right? So that's why, I want to express my heartfelt thanks to all of you and also to Bhagavan for arranging this wonderful opportunity. Actually, I feel there are two kinds of rare people in this world. One is people who take up bhakti as their goal in life. Other people are who are interested in Sanskritam. Both are very rare. And among them, if you have people who are already in bhakti and you're interested in Sanskritam, then you can imagine how rare you are. So very, very special. All of you are very special. So, and I'm so happy to be in your Sangha and to, do this together. So I really love, I look forward for the Saturday sessions. Whole week I prepare every day little, how to present, how to do it. So it's my, what to say, performance day. Okay. So thank you so much. And other thing is many people expressed, they're feeling peer pressure, all those things. Yeah, just take it at your pace. Everybody has their own personal circumstances, different situations. There is no pressure from our side, obligation. if you cannot attend live, do it, watch the recordings, no problem. And everybody has their own learning curve. One example I will share, like we had twin boys when they were born. One boy was born with more space in the stomach, so he was very, kind of healthy. Other boy didn't have, so he was very actually healthy only, but he had little less than normal age, like weight, everything. So we were concerned, and of course, doctor checks every often. So we were checking, and then doctor says actually children have to follow a curve, growth curve, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Then the doctor said, actually this boy is not following a normal curve, but he said he will have his own curve. He'll make his own curve. So, all of us may expect a certain way of learning or going, but we can have our own natural way of learning, which is appropriate for our situation and which is perfect and normal and which is practical. So we all have to make the judgment what it is. So I don't take pressure, but at the same time, continue as much because this is going to be a rare offering. I don't know whether I will repeat this course again live like this. Mostly recordings will be available. People can always watch and ask questions because the goal is to go ahead and actually read the Shastra. So this 1 year is a preparation for that. And as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, mode of goodness, happiness is initially it's troublesome, but there is nectar at the end. So this 1 year is going to be rigorous, intense, technical analysis and all the things. But at the end, when we actually apply and release the Bhakti Rasas and Shastras, it's like life changing. And actually now only we can always experience, right? Some of you are making sentences, some of you are learning how to type. Already you're experiencing that joy. So we don't need even wait for the end of the year, but there's much more to come. That's what I'm trying to promise. So let's get in together and do our best. Okay. So again, thank you so much wholeheartedly, and let's begin today's session. Okay. So again, we were discussing what are the fundamental um, elements for making a literature, kavyam, poetry and prose. And if you break it down, there are initially the basic building blocks are the varnas or aksharani, which are nothing but vowels and consonants. Okay. There are some things like somebody was sharing, like tra. Tra is actually not a basic building block. It's made of one of these. So we are going very, very kind of, go to basic Lego box, the basic units. So last time we discussed about, these are called, vowels are called swaraha in Sanskrit. Also ach is a technical name, the short form given by Panini. And vyanjanani is the consonants and hal. Okay. And we know the same name is there in Hindi. Swar bolte hai or vyanjan bolte hai na. So same thing. It's all coming from Sanskrit. And we discussed there are two kind of things which are usually recited as part of swaras, but they are not technically part of swaras. It's called anuswaraha, okay, visargaha. Anuswara, whenever we see a dot on top, that is called anuswara. That's it. Visarga is two dots on the right. There's no confusion, nothing about that, okay? So now we will begin today. So there is some more technical things we need to learn. There is something called Ardha Visargaha. Ardha means half. Ardha Visargaha. So the Visarga is like you can think of it as two round circles if you make it big, right? And Ardha Visarga is represented as two Chandrabindus, like I will show you how it is. But before that, there are two variations of that. One is called Jihva Muliyaha, okay? Other one, then when is it called Jihva Muliya means whenever the Visarga is followed by K or K, the basically first two letters of Kavarga. So whenever the Visarga, for example here, Naraha Karoti. So all we have to focus on Visarga, okay? Visarga now is, and the next letter immediately following it is a Ka, okay? So this is optionally used. So if it's a full Visarga used, then two circles are given. If suppose we are trying to do as a optional Ardha Visarga, then it's as if like the top part and bottom part of the Visarga is cut. So that's why it's called Ardha Visarga. Okay. And pronunciation is little bit different. Okay. See, for example, here you give a space when you pronounce. The Naraha Karoti, whole ha will come. Naraha Karoti. But here you do little faster. Nara karoti. Narah karoti. Ha, only ha will come. Narah karoti. So you're not fully pausing. Narah karoti. So optional, of course, if it's difficult for us to pronounce, no need to worry about it. Okay. See, for example, bhaktaha kadati. Ha, you can see ha clearly. So full visarga. Otherwise, bhakta kadati. Bhakta kadati. Only ha will come. Bhakta kadati. This is a natural way how the vocal systems work. There's nothing more like that. Okay. So this is called jihva muliyah. Later I will make you repeat after me after I explain the second one. And the second one is called Upadmaniyaha. Okay? Upadmaniyaha. Okay? And this is when Visarga is followed by Pu or Pu. These are the first two letters in the Pavargaha. Okay? Pu or Pu. Okay? So examples are, for example, Naraha Patati means, okay, meaning is Nara Karoti means man does. Bhaktaha Kadati means devotee eats. Naraha Patati means man falls. Vrikshaha Palati means the fruit gives fruits. Sorry, tree gives fruits. Okay. Narah Patati. Oh, see, I am already telling like this. Narah Patati. Vriksha Phalati. Naraha Patati. Vrikshaha Phalati. You can hear the difference in sound? Yeah, that's it. So you just tell little fast, that's it. So whenever you see this symbol in the literature, you know what it is basically. You should not get confused. What is this new thing I'm seeing? Okay. And we see this example right in our Shastras. Last, I think, 2 classes back, somebody asked this question. Oh, Mataji, this, Brahma Samhita, first shloka, some people, is it like, Visarga is there? Visarga is not there. Sometimes I hear, sometimes I don't hear. What is that? So basically, when you don't hear, they are using this. See, Pa is coming here and Ka is coming here. So this part is called Upatmaniyaha, and here they are doing Jihvamulya. Like, see, if you split it, you'll tell Ishvaraha, Paramaha, Krishnaha. But in the meter, you don't tell like that. You tell fast, Ishvara, Paramah, Krishnaha. So you don't hear the Visarga. So you may feel, oh, are they not pronouncing properly? So if you know this rule, now you understand what's going on. Okay? Clear? So, okay, let's repeat these terms. Okay? So that all of you can get familiar with how to pronounce this. Okay? So we'll repeat. Grantaraj Prabhuji, you can repeat after me. Okay, somebody raised their hand. Okay. I will ask
Mataji,
you.
are you showing some slide? But
I thought I'm showing.
I don't see a slide.
I don't see the slide. Maybe I
Yes,
did
slide
something.
is visible, Mataji.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is visible.
You should check your setup, Mataji. Something. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So Prabhuji, repeat after me. Slowly, we'll do slowly. Okay? Others, mute and repeat. See, we'll split it into half first. Jihva.
Jihva
Muliyah.
Muliyah.
Jihva Muliyah.
Jihva Muliyah.
One more time. Jihva Muliyah.
Jihva Muliyah.
Yeah, you're telling like half as visarga. It should be a little bit more ha sound, like Jihva Muliyah. Like
Jihva
Swaha.
Muliyah.
That's
Jihva
correct.
Muliyah.
Good. Okay. This other one. Upadma
Upadma
Niyah.
Niyah.
Okay. Upadma Niyah.
Upadma Niyah.
Upadma Niyah.
Upadma Niyah.
Again, you're telling half. Yeah, you have to little bit put more work on that one, Prabhuji.
Upadma Niyah.
This is correct. Okay. So I guess everybody got it right. Okay. So now let's go to our technical things. So last time we discussed the swaras, right? I will pronounce it one more time. So the pink one are Dirgha Varnas. This is called Hrasva Varnas. And so you have, this is first, this blue one is only one eye blink. The pink one, 2 eye blinks. And of course, Plita version is 3 eye blinks. But here only generally we discuss the A and A. And in grammar, whenever A is represented, you should understand they are taking all variations of A. So even though we recite it like that, we think A is actually a different varna. But actually, it's in grammar, Panini grammar, he considers this as a, this is a Hrasva variation, this Dirgha variation. It's the same indicated by A only. So that's why when people ask, oh, is it Dirgha is included, Hrasva is included. So let's remember this. Whenever there is a rule which is stated, only let's say like the Hrasva is represented. In most cases, it's always all the variations are included in this. Okay? Okay, I will recite one more time. A, I, I, U, R, La, A, I, O, Au, Aha. Okay. And this also is a variation from Hindi. We discussed that last time. In for Ekaraha and Okaraha, there is no Hrasva Varnas in Sanskritam. So we have to make it long and pronounce it. Okay. That's the previous one, connection. Now for Vyanjanani, we have to study a concept or the rules, how to pronounce them. This is called Uchcharana Sthanani. Okay. Uchcharana Sthanani. Okay, this also somebody can repeat. Sundar Gopal Prabhuji, you can repeat.
Uchcharana sthanani.
One more time.
Uchcharana sthanani.
Very nice, like that. Okay, good.
So,
So
Mataji,
Uchcharan,
I had a question on the previous slide, if you don't mind. When you said, all the variations are included in, I was not clear on that.
yeah, there is an illustration coming in, Prabhu. I'll show you. Okay.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So Uchcharana means pronunciation. Sthanani means location. This means points of articulation. So in the mouth, where should we put emphasis or how we should move the mouth apparatus to pronounce them? That is given very nicely by the acharyas. So it's not like random or any way I can pronounce, at least, technically what it's supposed to be. Once we know these rules, understand them, practice them, our pronunciation can be as best as it can be. Okay. So we have to work many lifetimes. We have to work consciously on this. See, this session, especially, or a couple of sessions, especially this session, it's not concept heavy. There's nothing to logic to, squeeze our brain. Like last time we did Natvam rule, right? Not like that. But this is heavy in the sense that we need to work on our own pronunciation. So that's where the real hard work is. They generally they say, right, preaching is like you can share with others. Okay, you do bhakti, everything. But when we have to work on ourselves and remove our impurities and deal with our anarthas, that's the most difficult part. So in a way, it's not brain wise, it's not taxing. But if we take to the task of fixing our pronunciation, because every minute you should be conscious. Every time you utter, you need to work on this, practice. Another thing I heard yesterday, Gauranga Darshan Prabhu's class, he was telling 9th chapter, 1st verse. Like jnanam becomes vijnanam. How does jnanam become vijnanam? See, in the class we hear theory, which is jnanam. Vijnanam is to realize it, or actually feel it, or realize that when you hear a shloka, you understand the meaning. That's the final stage. What is in between that is abhyasaha, practice. So between the theory and final realization is the practice. That's where is the plumbing. Okay, so that's what is in your hands. Okay, coming to our rules. So for that, first let's understand what are the positions in the mouth acharyas are going to refer. Okay, one by one. So these are it's given in English also for you, but this is a Sanskrit term written in diacritic. Okay, so and is color coded. See, this pink refers here and this like this. Okay, so first we'll start here. This is our mouth, assume. Okay, these are our lips, and this is our throat. Okay, and here somewhere you will have your tongue like this. Okay, so the first one is called kantaha, throat, kantaha, and the letters originating from the throat are called kantyaha, plural, means they are related to kanta. Okay, kantaha. Okay, that also we will recite later. Next one is this position just above the throat, but on top of the mouth apparatus, the top portion, but very close to the throat. That is called taluhu. Okay, taluhu, talavyaha. So any letters pronounced from this position are called talavyaha, Or in English, if you want to follow, you can follow these names. Okay. But I will use Sanskritam names only in this course. And the next position is called Murdha. Murdha. Okay. This is basically front part of your, still top of the roof, but little bit more front close to the mouth. Okay. Then next one is called this is called Dantyaha. Okay. Dantyaha. Just before the teeth. Just before the teeth. Tongue touches just before the teeth. That's why Dantaha is nothing but teeth. So it's related to the teeth. That's called Dantyaha. And the other position is just with the lips. That is Oshtya. Oshtyaha. Okay. Oshtyaha. With the lips. Okay. This is one way of seeing the diagram. Another way is the reverse way. If you want to see it like that, same exactly it's given. So Kantaha, this has the names along with the position. Kantaha. Then this is our nose. Actually, it's supposed to be your nose. Nasika. And this is the root of the tongue. So Jihva Moolam. Jihvayaha Moolam. Okay, root of the tongue. Jihva Moolam. There is one thing which is pronounced there. That's why this position indicates. And this one, the top part is Taluhu, Murdha, Dantaha, and Oshtau. Two lips are there, Oshtau. Everybody is clear about these positions? Okay. Okay. No questions here. So now we'll go to the rules. Okay. So these are all our rules. So you don't need to memorize these rules. It's impossible for us to memorize now, but at least you understand what they mean and practice. Make a chart and print out and put it next to you and practice where the position has to be used for each of the letters. So what does this chart have? This is actually the rule given by the acharyas. This is in Sanskritam. This is in diacritic version. And this is the location where at point of articulation or Ucharana Sthanam for that. And these are all the letters for this Ucharana Sthana. Like, for example, by this statement, what do they indicate? That I spelled it out for you here. Okay. So, and another thing you understand that the statements which is given by acharyas are in Sanskritam. So, they follow the rules of grammar. So, when he's saying naam here everywhere, see, akuha visarjaniya naam, he's telling. So, in which vibhakti, which vachanam does naam come? Who knows? Who can tell? Rama naam, where does it come? Or
Dvi-
Sita naam?
Dvitiya Bhakti.
Shashti Tritiya.
Yes. So Shashti Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. Tritiya we should not tell. There's no Tritiya. Bahuvachan. Okay. Can you tell me the whole line for Shashti for Rama Prabhu?
Ramasya Ramayoha Ramanam.
Yes, good job. Rama Nam. Okay. Ramasya Ramayohu Rama Nam. Okay. So then what does Ramasya indicate? Possession or relationship, right? Shashti. So Rama's bow, Ramasya Danuhu, Ramasya Banaha, Rama's book, Ramasya Pustakam. And Bahuvachana will become what? Means their, right? His, their. So what they're telling is their pronunciation position is Kantaha. That's what this statement is telling. For all these letters, their pronunciation position is Kantaha. Okay, understand now meaning? So it's not just random statements. If you understand the meaning, it makes sense. Okay. Okay, somebody has a question? Saurabh Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
So, like previous slide, you showed two diagrams. So, like both of them work in sync, or like how, like, or one of them is different from other. Like means in practically when we pronounce, how does it practically happens? I I'm able to experience second one more. The first one is the like
Both are same diagrams put in a different way, Prabhuji. See, this is coming
okay.
from this side. This is coming from this side. See, that's why some people are right-sided, some people left-sided. So I put the diagram both ways. So whichever appeals for you more, you stick to that. See, if you
Okay,
want,
that is not the tongue where 1, 2, 3, 4 is written in the left one.
no,
It
these
is
are the
not the tongue.
position. It's a position. See, this
Okay,
is a
okay.
throat, this is a talu, this is the murdha. It's the same thing. Just the labels are not there here.
Okay, okay. Yes, yes. Got it.
See, it's coming from this side. This coming from this side.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. So let's recite this one. Okay. So first, what I'll do is I will recite this once as a stretch, so you can hear clearly first, and then we'll try to explain or do whatever is needed. Okay. And you can try to see while I'm reading this, then you try to map this one to the letters given here. So you know how it is split. And other thing to note is that, okay, I'll show you that. See, this is where I'm saying all variation of swaras are included. See, when A is included here, see, for example, akuha visarjaniyanam kantaha, that's a statement. So A is only given. Somebody will say, oh, what about A? What about spluta A? What about anunasika A? What about nasika, or rather, ananunasika A? So that's why all variations are given here. Understand? So any type of A you take, that position, it starts from kantaha only. Clear? This is example for that Sundar Gopal Prabhuji. Okay. Okay. So, and other thing, there is a short form for varga. You know, there are groups in Vyanjanani, right? Kavargaha, Pavarga, like that. And the short form in Sanskritam Vyakarana is ukara at the down. Okay, ku. It's called ku. Short form for kavarga, ku. Then like similarly, chu, tu, tu, pu. Okay, that's what that means. They're telling all the letters. K, k, ga, ga, nga. Everything is included in this. So for all of them, the pronunciation position is kantaha. That's what they're telling. Clear? So now let's recite this once and then try to understand more about this. Okay. Akuha visarjaniyanam kantaha ichuyashanam taluhu ratu rashanam murdha latu lasanam dantaha upu padmaniyanam oshtau nyamangnana nanam nasika cha nyamangnana nanam nasika cha edaitohu kanthataluhu odautohu. Oh, there's a typo here. Odautohu kantoshtam vakarasya dantoshtam jihvamuliyasya jihvamulam anuswarasya nasika cha. Okay. Yeah, see, because this is two of them are there. See, Ramaha, Ramayohu, sorry, what is this? Ramasya Ramayohu Ramanam. Right? So they're telling Dvitiya of the thing. Tohu will come, not Tauhu. What is that? Okay. Okay. Edaitohu. I guess so. Okay. Okay. So now let's understand what the letters are and try to practice a little bit. Okay. Do you want to practice reading this statement, repeat after me, or it's okay for you? Anybody wants, you want that? Somebody wants to repeat after me so everybody can practice one time? Oh, nobody's, yes or no? Okay,
Yes, yes,
somebody.
Lord.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay. So who will do? Okay, Braja Gopinath Prabhu, you repeat after me, okay?
Okay, Mataji.
Others, mute and repeat. Okay? Okay, we'll split it and tell. See. Akuha
Akuha
Visarjaniyanam.
Visarjaniyanam.
Okay, we'll tell in one breath. Akuha Visarjaniyanam.
Akuha Visarjaniyanam.
Kantaha.
Kantaha.
Okay. Ichu Yashanam Taluhu.
Ichu Yashanam Taluhu.
Ratu Rashanam Murdha.
Ratu Rashanam Murdha.
No, Murdha.
Murdha.
Okay. Latu Lasanam Dantaha.
Latu Lasanam Dantaha.
Upu Padma.
Upu. Sorry, Mataji. What is it?
That's why I split it. Upu Padma.
Upu Padma
Niyanam.
Niyanam.
Okay, together. Upupadmaniyanam
Upupadmaniyanam
Oshtau.
Aushtau.
No. See, listen carefully. Oshtau.
Aushtau.
Oh, Prabhuji. Oh, not ow. Oshtau.
Aushtau.
Oh. Oh. Just tell O.
O.
Oshtau.
Aushtau.
I think when you're telling, it's making mistake. See, there's a mistake. Oshtau.
Aushtau.
Okay, you can work on it, Prabhuji. There's a mistake in this one. You are changing it. Individually, you're able to tell, but together you're making mistake. Okay. Okay, this is a tough one. Nyamang na nam.
Nimangna nanam.
Okay. Okay. That's it. Okay. Nyamangana nam.
Nimangana nanam.
Nasika cha.
Nasika cha.
Edaitohu
Edaitoho
kantataluhu.
Kantataluhu.
Odautohu
Odautoho
kantoshtam.
Kantoshtam.
Vakarasya
Vakarasya
dantoshtam.
Dantoshtam.
Jihvamuliyasya.
Jivahmuliyasya.
No. First you have to tell ha and then the ba. Jihvamuliyasya.
Jivahmuliyasya.
Jihvamulam.
Jivahmulam.
See, this also we need to work. First you have to tell ha. First you have to tell the ha sound and the ba. Jihva. Just tell jihva.
Jihva.
Like that. Jihvamulam.
Jihvamulam.
Okay. Anuswarasya
Anuswarasya
nasika.
Nasika.
Okay. So now we'll try to understand here what the positions are. Any question, Prabhuji? Okay, they unraised. Okay. Okay. So see, akuha visarjaniya. What is this? Let's see. A is there here. A. Ku is kavarga. And her. Her is there. Ha. And visarga. So these are the letters. For all of them, A means, of course, all the variations of A. It starts from kantaha. So when you tell the kavarga, if you hold the throat, you will understand it's coming actually from the throat. So that we'll practice that next. Okay. Or here, for example, k, k, g, g, ng. So it's all coming from the throat. For example, e comes here, of course. Okay. It's coming from the throat. Visarga also ha will come now. That's coming from the throat. So that's what is their position. Now for ikara, all variations of ikara and chavargaha and ya and sha. Okay, ya and sha, that is taluhu. So the tongue will touch flat almost to the roof of the top, like towards the end here. Okay, here where it starts. Okay, like e. Try to pronounce that. You know where the position is. E, cha, cha, ja, ja. So it's like flat tongue is touching. Ya, sha. Okay, ya, sha. Now next one is this one is where everybody has problem. The tongue has to hit the roof here, like as if you're hitting the roof. So that's where the sound will come here, just at the front of the mouth. So ra, tavarga, ta, tha, da, dha, na, ra, sha. So there is a confusion with this sha and sha also. There's a clue I will tell you later. Okay. So this one, remember, the tongue will hit the roof. Okay. R, t, two, and then ra and sha. Okay. Next one, this one is C. That's why last time we were discussing what is this la, right? The position of this one is just before the teeth. And, this one looks like there is only one word which has this one. Otherwise, it's used in Vedas. There is one word, it's called klaptam. So when you pronounce that, that's the la, you get it here. Klaptam. So tongue is touching just before the teeth. Klaptam. Okay, that la. And then tavarga. Tat, ha, da, dha, na. La. We know this lakaraha, we say, right? Lat lakaraha. This is sa also comes from the same position, just before the teeth. Next, Ukaraha, all variations of Ukaraha, it's all pronounced with the mouth. See, without the mouth, you holding the mouth, you cannot make this sound. That's what they are saying basically. Ooh, like that, like that. And Pavarga also same thing. That's why the second pa in Sanskritam, the position is Oshtau. That's why you cannot tell another version the way we tell in Hindi. So it's just a more air version of the Pavarga. So pa, ha, that's it. Pa, pa. With the lips only, you should make that sound. And here, see, Upadmaniyanam also same sound is coming. So basically, another clue I wanted to show, I think I missed that slide, but see, Jihva Muliya is there and Upadmaniya is there. No? How do you know which one is what? The one clue is, see, Upadmaniya means the Visarga is followed by Pa or Pa. And the Pa is already in the name itself. So whenever you hear Upadmaniyaha, you understand, oh, Pa is there. Oh, this means it's a Visarga just before Pa and Pa. Just for you, a clue how I use it. Otherwise, it's confusing for me also. Okay, so that means it's a Upadmaniya is a Visarga following or the half Visarga when before the Pa or Pa. Okay, that is Upadmaniya. For all of them, position is lips. And for the Anunasika Varnas, these are the last letters in all the Vargas. They also have the position of the original Vargas, right? See, for example, Ma is in Papa Baba Ma, Pavarga, right? So they also contain the original position here, Oshtav. But at the same time, they have a nasal included in them. That's why they're saying Nasika Cha. So you pronounce them along with that original position and use your nose also. So you try to tell these letters by closing the nose you will not be able to tell basically. That's what it is. So when you tell this, the nose is also included as well as the original contact position is also included. So individually to pronounce them is usually very difficult. But when you do it in conjunct with the words involved, the right sound comes. See, for example, this one, you can say Dhananjayaha. Arjuna's name is Dhananjayaha. So that's the na before the Dhananjay, before the na. Dhananjayaha, that is this na. This, yeah. This is more, this easy. Mu, everybody knows. This one, this is also very tough. This is the nakara we pronounce just before you tell Ganga. When you say Ganga, so before the ga and before the previous one, what sound you make? That is this ka ga ga nga, like that. Okay, so if you do it with respect to words, then you understand what sound it is. Individually, if you are not able to pronounce also, it's okay. But at least the complete word, we should be able to pronounce properly. And this, okay, tongue hits the roof, and of course we discussed that, and na. This is tatadada na. Okay, now a for a and I, that's what they tell you. A daito means a and I. They are from both kantaha and talu. Both are included in this. So kantaha and talu are included. If you try to pronounce that, you will know where it's coming from. A and I. Similarly, kanta and oshtam are there in o and au. So without holding the mouth, you cannot tell the sounds. O and au. And vakara. Vakara is a special position. Danta and oshtam. So teeth as well as the oshtam. Va. Jihva muliyaha. That is the Ardha Visarga before ka and ka. So that is also coming from the Jihva Mulam, the root of the tongue. See, let's say Rama Kadati. Right? See, that coming from the root of the tongue. Rama Kadati. It's not coming from the throat. Throat is ha will come, full ha will come, or Visarga will come. It's coming just before that. Okay? Rama Kadati. Like that. And Anuswarasya, the top is Nasika. Like Ram, Anuswara, you cannot pronounce separately on your own anyway. Okay, clear? This is all the technicals and the details. Now we have to actually get to pronounce the actual letters. Any questions here? Okay, Saurabh Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. This in the Ritu Rashanam, that Murdha, there is Ri and there is Ra Vyanjana and there is Ri Swara. So what can be like what difference we can think we can consider while pronouncing these two letters, and both are Murdha only.
Both are
So
Murtha only, but you can hear, see, I'm trying to say you try to figure out if there is a difference in pronunciation. Okay. For example, see, Krishnaha, okay, and Ramaha. Did you see the difference pronunciation? So this one rolls little bit rolls on top of the tongue. This is just touches. Krishnaha, okay, and this is Rama. Just it's like slides through. Okay. You try to repeat, Prabhuji. Krishnaha, Ramaha.
Krishna Rama.
That's why when we practice how to make proper pronunciation, we will be able to differentiate. See, you say Krishnaha,
Krishna.
Krishnaha, Ramaha.
So it is like we are rolling our tongue little more in case of swara.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
also, and this is also this is just touching. This guy,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the difference, Prabhuji. Yes.
And the Risva and Dirgha differences, like in that we will roll even more like that.
Yes,
Like,
correct. See, the example I gave last time, no? This sound is like a boy taking a motorcycle and he says, that's the
yeah.
sound. That's it. Okay.
Okay. And this this la is there. Yeah. This la swara. So it is not la and there is a ra below it. It is a separate alphabet itself.
Correct. That's different. This one, next class we'll discuss something called Gunitaksharani, where this Vanjanani are combined with all the swaras. So we can say lalla, lilli, lullu, r will come. That's different. That pronunciation is different. And okay, la with this ra also pronunciation is different. Ra. Okay. So, and this is not even that. This is completely independent swara. So any swara is not joined with any other swara. So this is la. That's it. La. Okay. Okay. Okay, Prabhuji. Vicky, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, the anuswar meaning is changing based on the context. Sometimes it's becoming na, sometimes it's becoming ma, sometimes it's becoming anga. So just like in case of Ganga, it become anga. So how to differentiate that, Mataji? Like how will know?
Yeah, we will. There will be rules in Sandhi, Prabhuji. We'll discuss that at the time. Okay. So Anuswara, it starts with Anuswara, but when it combines with other one, it folds into that letter, which is natural for that letter. Or simply, if you want to understand, this Anuswara changes into the last letter of that Varga. See, for example, Ganga, correct? Ga is in Kavarga. So then the Anuswara goes into and becomes the last letter of that Varga. You understand? Because it basically this is essentially what is natural way to pronounce. Suddenly you cannot tell mu and then suddenly you cannot tell ga. So what is the natural way our mouth apparatus can pronounce that? That's how this Anuswara changes. Ganga. Got it, Prabhuji? Little bit clue, but later in Sandhis we will discuss this in detail. Okay, Prabhuji? Vicky, Prabhuji?
Yeah, yes, Mataji.
Okay,
So
thank you.
one small thing, Mataji, like in the la variation, same thing will be there. In the swara la, we will roll our tongue little more, and in normal Vyanjana la, we will just touch it on the danta, that is teeth.
Because roll means that goes upward again, murda. We should not change the position. It's just before the teeth only. That's why they have given this. And then so just la, just, and if you're not able to differentiate between this la and this la also, okay, because this comes only in Veda, and there's only one word what technically people use, that's called klaptam. That means shining. That's it. Otherwise, we don't use it, so don't need to break our head in this. No problem. As long as we know how to pronounce this, it's okay.
Fine.
Okay, Prabhuji. Okay, Prabhuji, another person, Zoom user.
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I used to attend evening classes, but I was in another country, so I have attending early morning. Mataji, to remember this table, I remember in my childhood, we used to have a mugging mug pot. We used to like Edeito Kantostam, Vodoto Kantostam, Vakara Sedantostam, Jihva Mulya Sajihva Mulam Nasikana Swarasya, like this. So you'll be able to give us one same mugging type of approach. Is it possible?
Yes, same thing. See what I
Yeah.
have given, you can recite fast, you will get
Okay.
a thing. So if you want,
Okay.
so far I have not created a recording for this. I can
Yeah.
give you a short recording of the
Yes.
pronunciation from beginning to end. So you can
Thank
hear
you, Mataji.
repeatedly and you can mug up. See, I can tell
Okay.
it
Thank you.
fast. Thank you. See, whole thing I can tell it fast. Akuha visarjaniyanam kantaha ichu yashanam taluhu raturashanam mudha latulasanam dantaha upu padmaniyanam oshtau nyamangananam natika cha edaitohu kantha taluhu odautohu kantoshtam pakarasya dantoshtam जिह्वामूलीयस्य जिह्वामूलम् अनुस्वारस्य नासिका. That's it. Okay, I will extract this and give you a
Thank you.
short video. Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji.
Okay. Saurabh, Prabhu, you have a few more questions?
No, sorry, I did
Uh,
not know that.
okay. Okay, so then we'll get into now actual, practice of the varnas. Now we know the position. So let's get into that. So now we are getting into the actual Vyanjanali after we cover the theory. But before that, we'll take a break a little bit from this. Another point you remember is this Sanskritam letters are so well formed that actually, if you know how to pronounce them properly, all the vocal nerves within the vocal system are exercised and that they are connected directly to the brain. That's why there is something called Sanskrit effect. Later you can search on Google. There is a video called Sanskrit effect. So children, when they are learned from childhood, they learn how to pronounce Sanskrit properly. Their brain increases like anything. So that's the effect because it triggers all the points in the nerves in the brain. There is a full development of the brain. So, and even now at this age also, if we try to do it, instead of as the age goes, instead of memory losing, we may actually gain memory. That I can see in my case also. So, it's very, very wonderful. So, but we need to do the exercise. Gym, many men, right? They do exercise to gain muscles. So, we need to also do this exercise with our mouth to practice. Then we can get the proper pronunciation. Also, it helps us in development. Okay. Okay, before we go into actual pronunciation, let's do some experiment. Okay, and go to some Krishna conscious world at this point. So there is an incident where, right, there is a concept called mana. Mana means anger. So more often, Radharani only gets angry with Krishna. Something or the other he does or he doesn't do. And suffer sometimes, it can be without any reason because Radharani knows exactly what pleases Krishna. So if suppose Krishna feels like, I want to experience the anger from Radharani, she exhibits that anger out of no reason. It need not be any reason also. So at some incident, actually, she became very angry that she doesn't want to look at him and she almost like closes the door on him. So that is the context. Okay, remember this context and later I will ask you a question about what I'm discussing. How is it connected to this? Okay, let's see who is the intelligent person who can make the connection. Okay, so now connecting to Vyakarana. So we discussed last time the verse from Govinda Lilamrita where it talks about Hrasva Dirgha Pluta, right? Which is ku, ku and ku, it is swaram, correct? And it's like kukutaha, which is like hen, making the sound in the morning. That we discussed this verse last time. Okay, so then I want to, and there is a Hindi commentary for this. So this is a Hindi commentary. So I'm not so good in Hindi, but I will try to read this. All of you listen very carefully. Okay. Oh, I didn't allow you to. Okay, yeah. Very carefully and see whether it makes sense. Last time I described what's the meaning. But now, just by reading the Hindi commentary, I want you to understand what this verse is saying. Okay? Listen carefully. Pratah kala jisa prakara ब्राह्मण बालक ह्रस्व दीर्घ और प्लुत स्वर में वेद पाठ करते हैं उसी प्रकार कुक्कुट गण कू 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 शब्द बोलने लगे. Okay, so that is my Hindi reading. So okay, now you tell me what I'm trying to convey here, especially for all the Hindi people, they should get the point. Okay. And okay, let's do one more experiment. Who knows natively Hindi? I think Tamal going Prabhu. You read this properly in Hindi. How you read it?
प्रातःकाल जिस प्रकार ब्राह्मण बालक ह्रस्व दीर्घ और प्लुत स्वर में वेद पाठ करते हैं, उसी प्रकार कुक्कुट गण कु 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 शब्द बोलने लगे.
See? So when I read it, were you able to penetrate into the meaning?
It's little
Tell.
because it was Sanskrit or Hindi, I got confused.
Exactly. So what happens is, but when you are loyal to the language, because that's how we are trained in hearing and studying, the message comes to us naturally as we read. Okay. Now tell me, what is the connection with the point I'm trying to tell with the Vyakarana with this past time? Who can tell that? See, I described language as what earlier? Assume language as a
Lady.
So what will happen? So Krishna did some mischief and Radharani doesn't want to talk to him. She's closing her door on him.
Yeah.
So what does the language do?
The benefit of getting the Sanskrit language will happen only if we pronounce properly. And if we don't pronounce properly, just like how Radharani is doing that man, Sanskrit also does man with us, and we may not be able to get the benefit out of the language.
Yeah, we'll not be able to enter even into the meaning at all. The door is closed for us. And especially you can feel it when you know little bit of proper pronunciation and when you hear other person not pronouncing. See how all of you know Hindi. When I pronounce, you will be feeling, Arey, how long when she will stop? You cannot even, you feel like something wrong, something boiling in your heart, right? So like that, similarly, somebody who knows Sanskritam and the moment somebody reads like Ram, like people will be like, oh Krishna, why is he telling like that? Right? So that same feeling, I don't want all of us to cause to other people who know Sanskritam. Okay? So this is called a different way of, that's why it's called experiment. So I'm giving you the samskara. I'm giving you the impression, what it feels when somebody reads Hindi in a wrong way. So that way you're more conscious on working so that you don't want to cause trouble to others. Okay. So that's the connection. Okay. This language will completely close the doors. You'll not be able to even enter each word. It becomes very difficult. Okay. So that's a connection. Good. So now let's hope she will open the door. And before that, we will learn some terminology. Okay. So the way for us to get out of this from Hindi to Sanskritam, the transition is very simple. Just understand the rules of Sanskritam. That's it. See, this is called Shuddha Vyanjanam. Okay. Shuddha means pure. Vyanjana means, the individual letter, the consonants. Shuddha Vyanjanam are represented with a line on the below them. Okay, this is called halant. Okay, halant. The symbol which is put below the consonant is called halant. Halant. Hal ant yasya saha actually. So basically the whole word which ends with the hal is actually halant. But people have used to represent the symbol also. So some name has to be given. Okay. So whenever you see a line below a vyanjanam, you should not pronounce the akara with it. Okay. Then what is akara yukta vyanjanam? Akara yukta vyanjanam is nothing but take this shuddha vyanjanam, add akara as if this a will come and eat this line. It's as if like that and it becomes like this. So whenever you see this ka, you should pronounce like ka, not ku. Like for example, palak. When we say palak, that ka is half. We cannot say palaka. Okay. That is like different. That has akara. So you need to know when to kind of go into that Hindi mode versus don't even think about Hindi. You understand Sanskritam first. This one, okay, now I'm in Sanskrit space. Okay, whenever there is a line below, I should not pronounce akara. Whenever the line is not there, akara is embedded, I need to make that sound. That's it. If you just can somehow make this a pattern and practice it, we will get it. Okay. The clue again, back to basics. Just read as it is written. That's all. You know here akara is there. So you pronounce akara. You know here akara is not there. Don't pronounce akara. Simple? Okay. So we just need to practice now in this new world. Okay. Now this is a chart of some technical groupings.
So swaraha we already discussed from A to Au, vowels, there are 13 of them. And these are divided into groups. That's called vargaha, kavargaha, chavarga, tavarga, tavarga, pavargaha. And these are called grouped consonants or vargiya vyanjanani. Vargiya means they have groups. Or sometimes they're called sparsha vyanjanani because they contact the articulation point, the kantaha. The kavarga comes from the kanta. That's why they're called sparsha vyanjanani. And they're 25 because 5 into 5, 25. Okay. And there is another technical term for yara lava. They are not grouped consonants, but they are called semi-vowels. They come in between the consonants and the vowels. We will see that actually when we discuss sandhis a lot. These are very much, ya is connected to e, ra is connected to r, la is connected to this la, and vu is connected to u. So we'll see that in sandhis. They come in between actually. See, for example, Hari Shabda, if you take, then it transforms into Yakara later. See, for example, Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha, Kalu. And Kalu means, isn't it? And whereas in Hari Shabda, it will be Harihi, Hari, Harayaha. That Yakara will come. So pretty much like E and Ya are like kind of a twin brothers, like in a way. So like that, there's some patterns here. U and Va. And R and Ra. And L and La. They come together. Okay. Later we'll discuss more in details. Then other one is called Ushmanaha. Ushmanaha. Okay. These are this last one. This is Sha, Sa, Ha. Okay. Sha, Sa, Ha. These are the red ones are called sibilants in English. Ha is called aspirate in case you want to know the English names or you already know them. But we will mostly refer with Sanskritam terms. Okay. Just need to know. These sometimes in sutras, antastaha is used. Then you know what they are now, like that. Ushmanaha. Okay, these are the ones. So maybe we want to pronounce this. Somebody can pronounce this after me. Abhishek Prabhuji? Oh, Vishaka Mataji. Okay. Vishaka Mataji can do. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Swaraha.
Swaraha.
Vargiya Vyanjanani.
Vargiya Vyanjanani.
Sparsha Vyanjanani.
Sparsha Vyanjanani.
Yeah. See, here you are doing some scarcity with akara. Properly tell. Vyanjanani.
Vyanjanani.
J. You're just telling J. Tell A properly. Vyanjanani.
Vyanjanani.
Ah, okay. Antastaha.
Antastaha.
Ushmanaha.
Ushmanaha.
Okay. And we will pronounce this in the actual Vyanjana. When we pronounce, we will do it many times. Many people will get chance. Okay. And these are called ungrouped consonants. Okay. Mataji, repeat again. Avargiya Vyanjanani.
Avargiya Vyanjanani.
Tell again this one properly.
Avargiya Vyanjanani.
Okay. Okay, good. And the total varnas are 46, if just accumulation of this. And then, of course, this doesn't include Anuswara and Visarga. Okay. They are called, okay, anyways, Ayoga Vahav. We'll discuss about that later if needed. Okay. Now we'll get into actual pronunciation of the Vyanjanani. So we have our chart here, and these are our Varga letters. So I'll try to pronounce first, and then we will take turns repeating. Okay. And remember, Kavarga starts from the throat. Okay. And here Akara is already there in that. Otherwise, I have to tell like this. It's more difficult. So for making easy for people to easily recite, the Akara is embedded in them. But actually, Shuddha Vyanjanani have the halant. Okay. So this is like ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. Like that. See, this nakara individually you want to pronounce, all you have to do is open your mouth fully and try to make the na sound. You should not, tongue should not touch anywhere, nowhere. That's ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. Okay, it may not be so clear. My kids pronounce much better because they are more trained. Okay. Then chavarga. Chavarga is flat on top of the roof. Cha, cha, ja, ja, nya, nya. Cha, cha, ja, ja, nya. Okay. This is hitting the roof. Ta, tha, da, dha, la. Ta, tha, da, dha, la. And many people say ana. That's way for us to differentiate between na and na. But don't tell Anna. Anna is not, it's like another word we are making. Try to make this sound as much as possible. Or you can say Tavargiya Nakaraha. Tavargiya Nakaraha. That way you can differentiate also. Okay. This is before the teeth. The, the, na. Okay. The, the, na. Pa, pa, ba, bha, ma. It's Pavarga. Pa, pa, ba, bha, ma. And there's a deep spiritual significance for Pavarga. If you remember, Srila Prabhupada says it's Apavarga. What does Apavarga indicate? Apavarga indicates liberation. Then what is Pavarga? Pavarga means this the group of letters. Pa means Parishrama, working hard. Pa means pena, foam. You work hard, finally you get foam. And then Ba is, okay, I'm forgetting. This is Bha. Finally, this one is Bayam and Mrityuhu. Okay. This one other letter is there. We can see. And that means, huh?
Brahma.
Brahma, no, Brahma is also Mahaprana. Another term is there. We can do it later, look up also. So, Pavarga means basically our material entanglement. Why we work hard, finally we face Mrityu, but we don't get any happiness. Apavarga is liberation, opposite of this. That's coming from this connection, from Pavarga. Okay. Next one is our, even though Antastaha and Ushmanaha are there, they also are coded. So they are also touching some articulation points little bit. Ya, ra, la, va, sha, saha. See, this is also very difficult to differentiate. You have to practice, work hard actually. Sha, saha. I will tell you how to do it, okay? See, this sha you should pronounce like shine. If you want to like literally force your mouth to do it. So when you say this sha, your lips should actually go wide, like this, like smile, right? Like that, shine, shine. Here, the lips will come forward, two, like as if you are breathing air from the top, two, and making the sha sound, two. See that, watch my mouth, shine, two. Just if you try to do that, you will get the right pronunciation. Shine, two. Okay, saha, others are easy. So now let's practice this pronunciation little bit. Okay. Okay, so who will do? Okay, Konika Mataji wants to do first. I need maybe three. We'll do 3 times. Okay, 3 people can raise your hands. Whoever wants to do. Other people will get chance to mute and repeat. Okay. Okay, already so many people came now. Okay, let's see. Okay, Konika Mataji dropped her hand now. Okay.
No,
Okay.
I want to do.
Okay, you want to do. Okay. Okay, then you pause your hands now. This all the people who raised hand, we will try to do with them. Okay. Konika Mataji, you do. Okay.
Okay.
Ka,
Ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. Cha, cha, ja, jha, nya. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. Ya, ra, la, ba. Sha, sha, sa, ha.
I think here your Bengali accent is coming for Ra and Va. Okay, here can you tell this, Mataji? See, I will tell you, repeat after me, okay? Ya, Ra, La, Va.
Ya, ra, la, ba. Na,
Va,
va.
va, va, va,
Va.
va,
Va.
va, va. Okay, tell this on your own. On your own, you tell 2 times.
Ya, ra, la, va.
So just use your mouth. Va,
Va.
va. Va.
W.
Va re va. They
It's not
say
the
va.
B. W.
Va re va, va re va. Kya kiya aapne? Okay, good. Very nice.
Va.
Okay. Okay, let's see who wants to test their skills. Okay, Bhajagopinath Prabhu, you can read.
Ka, kha, ga, gha, ng. Cha, jha, ja, sorry, cha, cha, ja, jha, nya. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. Ya, ra, la, va, sha, sha, sa, ha.
Wow, looks like all of you are veterans. Why am I teaching you guys? I don't know if it's effect of my class or you already know before only. Anyways. Okay. So, Sundar Gopal, tell you.
Ka, kha, ga, ga, na.
Prabhuji, 1 second. Sorry. Don't stretch it because dirgha now. So tell ka, kha.
Okay. Ka, kha, ga, ga, nga. Cha, cha, ja, za, nya.
No.
Ta.
Okay. Prabhu, 1 second. There's a mistake here. So this, I didn't tell you, the second and fourth are called Mahaprana. All you have to do is put more air into pronouncing them. Okay. So when you tell ja, ja. But when you tell this, you put little bit air. It comes from the tummy basically. Ja, ja. Your tummy should go a little inside when you pronounce this.
Okay.
But the same ja. Okay. Tell again this one.
Cha, cha, ja, ja, nya.
No.
Ta, tha, da, da, na. Ta, tha, da, da, na. Pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. Ya, ra, la, va. Sa, sha, sa, ha. Yeah, sha, sa, sha, sorry.
Okay. I will tell.
Sha,
Prabhuji, let's practice on these two. Okay. See.
okay.
Sha, sha.
Sha, sa.
No. Sha, sha.
Sha, sha.
Ah. Sha, sha.
Sha, sa, sha.
See, don't, you're telling sa. This also is a sha sound only, but coming from the roof. Sha, like tell shine and shoe.
Okay. Shine, shoe.
Ah. Now tell this.
Sha, sha.
Just tell this this part of this.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sa, shu.
Sha, sha, sa, ha.
Sa, sha, sa, ha.
We can work on it. Yeah. Okay, good.
Thank you. To work on that, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, who else? Anybody wants to? I think all the lines dropped now. Okay, good, right? Everybody's okay. Vishaka Mati wants to do. Okay. Oh, Krishna. Vishaka Mati.
In the Kakha Gagha Mataji, the last one, I don't know how to pronounce that properly. Is it
No, basically, like you have to open
The
your mouth,
last-
make a na sound. Kha, kha, ga, ga, ga. Open your mouth, make a na sound. Kha, kha, ga, ga, ga. Okay.
Okay.
You try,
Ka,
otherwise
Kha, Ga, Gha.
sound will come.
Okay. Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha,
Okay.
like that.
Okay. Okay.
Cha, Cha, Ja, Jha, Nya. Ta, Tha, Da, Dha, Na. Ta, Tha, Da, Dha, Na. Pa, Fa, Ba, Bha, Ma.
What is this one?
Fa. No?
Ha, ha. Only with lips. Ha, ha.
Okay. Pa, Fa, Pa. Like
No,
that?
no foreign sounds here. No F sound. Ha, ha.
Pa, Pa.
Ha. Papa kalte na papa जैसा. Pa.
Okay, got it. Pa, Pa, Ba, Bha.
Good job. Okay.
Ya, Ra, La, Va. Sha, Sha, Sa, Ha.
Good job. Okay. Okay, I think 2 more hands. Last we'll take 2 more and that's it. Okay, then we have to move ahead. Sudevi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji.
Ka, kha, ga, kha, nga. Cha, cha, ja, jha, nya. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. Ya, ra, la, va. Sha, sha, sa, ha.
Perfect. Good. Okay, next. RJ Dāsī Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, my humble obeisance to you. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. Ka, kha, ga, kha, nya.
Cha, cha, ja, jha, nya. Ta, tha, dha, ta, ta, da. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Pa, pha, ba, bha, ma.
Some fa is also coming here, Mataji. Tell again these two letters.
Pa, fa,
Pa,
ba,
pha. Mataji,
pha,
pa, pha.
pha.
Ah,
Pa, pha, ba, bha, ma.
okay.
Ya, ra, la, va, sha, sha, sa, ha.
Okay. Good job, Mataji. Thank you. Okay. And what we'll do is, don't worry, others who have escaped the reading experiment. Because when we get to finally finish the module 1, we will do some stories and some shlokas. That time, everybody will get to show off their reading skills. Hopefully, by the time, you should perfect. I don't hear Ram Ram all the time. Okay. Then I'll become Ram Ram. Okay. So please save me by the time. Okay. Shine and shoe. Okay. So let's get to our Natvam exercise. So how many of you have attempted the homework? Can raise their hands. Whoever has attempted the homework of Natvam, raise their hands. So I will ask you to help with your answers so that we can move forward instead of solving it here. Others can work on it and compare your answers with what is there here. Okay, I thought Tanu Mataji, you also did, right? You didn't raise your hand? Okay, you raised. Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay, good. So what I'll do is we have oh Krishna. I'll give some context again for people if they are joining first time again. So basically, we discovered in Rama Shabdaha, the Tritiya Ekavachanam and Shashti Bahuvachanam, sometimes it's Tavargiya Nakaraha and sometimes it's Tavargiya Nakaraha. Okay, sometimes it's Ramayana, otherwise it's Krishnena. Even though here it's difficult, later it becomes easy. Krishnena. So here Ramayana. Okay. So why is it happening? How do we do? Should we memorize versus not? So then from the sutras, we compiled together and made this chart for all of you. So which gives the rule and complete rule for this. So, and also I've created some labels and also based on last week's discussion and I felt there was some confusion. So I clarified it a little bit. So I'll explain again this one, what the rule is. So first is this concept, this called cause or nimittam, cause. So this transformation of nakara, which is a candidate or sthani in grammar terminology, it's called sthani. This candidate is our candidate, nakara, and the goal is to make it into na. So that's why it's called natvam. So that means it's getting the na-ness. Okay, natvam. Or natva vidayaka sutram. That's what also is told. Within a pada. And another thing is, it's only within the pada. If there are two padas, that's the sandhi rules. We'll discuss later. Okay. And the first thing is, it's not applicable when the na is at the end of the word, end of the pada. Padante. And this pada is a technical term. It's suktigantam padam. Okay, not the general any word. Okay, that we already studied so many times. So if suppose the na is not coming at the end, then if there is a nimitta for us, that means within the word, before anywhere, there's a rakaraha and any variation of rakaraha. This is another application for Sundar Gopal Prabhu. You know why? How do we catch the variation? So the sutra only says r, but that means he implies all the variations of rakaraha, rasva, dirgha, pluta, and sha. Actually, if you now tie back to the Ucharana's rules, all of them have murdha position. See, ritu rashana murdha. That's a rule. So ru to tavarga is not there here. Ritu ra sha na. So what this basically is saying is what is natural for mouth to pronounce. If earlier in the word I get some murdha letters, most likely the nakara has to be converted into murdha nakara. That's what it is. What is natural for the language, they have done. For the mouth apparatus to move ahead easily. Okay. Now that's why only those letters became our nimitta. If this nimitta is not there, then this nakara will remain da. There is no use to changing suddenly into murda. Understand, right? So that's why first is we have to check whether nakara is at the end. If it's end, then no need to apply anything. If it's not end, then check whether the nimitta is there anywhere before the word. If it's there, now we need to check any intermediate varnas between the two, the nimitta and the nakara candidate. If all the varnas between are within this list, See, all the intervening varnas must belong to the above list. Okay. Last time I told it in reverse way and it caused confusion. Like, oh, somebody was saying, is already there, Mataji, why we are not applying? So all the varnas between this and this should be from this list. What is this list? All the swaras. Ha, ya, va. These are our pure Vyanjanani. And kavarga, pavarga. Kakaganga and papa baba ma. And anuswara. If any of the letters between the nimitta, not any, sorry, if all the letters between the nimitta and the nakara belong to this list, then the transformation happens. Okay. So that is our rule. Okay. So now, example for this is, so for example, dirgha rukaraha, pitru plus nam also gets a transformation. Pitrunam. Okay. So not just rasva. There is an example right for us immediately. First, for pitru shabdaha, finally it becomes pitru, dirgha. Then nam becomes pitrunam. This is Shashti Bahuvachanam. So that means here, remember this, all variation of swara is included. Okay. So, and also last time people requested, I will have to talk in Hindi also. So I will try to attempt, hopefully this is not so broken Hindi as earlier. So let's see how I'll do this. Okay. This is our Preeti Mataji. She has worked with AI and she made a flowchart for this, which we didn't have earlier. So I pasted it here. So I will explain this in Hindi. Same thing I explained in English. Now I'm telling in Hindi. So people who don't understand Hindi, don't worry. It's the same repetition. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I hope I will not tell Sanskrit words in between. Let's see. अब हमें देखना है कि ये नकार है तो ना तवर्गीय नकार को हम किस समय नकार के रूप में बदला सकते हैं. इस कार्य में हम जुड़े हुए हैं. ओके. उसमें प्रथमम हमें देखना है कि नकारा पद के अंत में है कि नहीं. प्रथमम नकारा है कि नहीं. प्रथम आदो. ओके. सो नकारा नहीं है तो हमारा काम खत्म हो गया ना, कोई काम ही नहीं है. नकारा है तो प्रथम देखना है कि वो पद के अंत में है कि नहीं. अगर पद में अंत में है तो उसका बदलाव नहीं होगा, तो ऐसे ही रहेगा. ओके. नकारा नकारे जैसे ही रहेगा. अगर पद के अंत नहीं है तो हमें निमित्त है कि नहीं देखना है. कौन से निमित्त वर्ण बोला गया है. रकारः ऋकारः, सारे वेरिएशंस वाले ऋकारः एंड शव श, ये सब मूर्ध वर्णा है, मूर्धा वर्णा है. तो ये सब अगर एक भी हुआ तो पद के पूर्व में और नकार से पूर्व में उसी पद में है तो तब हमें आगे चलने की आवश्यकता होती है. तब हमें देखना है कि अगर नहीं है, कोई भी नहीं है, तो हमारा काम खत्म हो गया, फिर नकारा ऐसे ही रहेगा. अगर है तो हमें बीच का वर्ण को देखना है. तो निमित्त से और हमारा कैंडिडेट स्थानी के बीच में और कोई वर्ण है कि नहीं देखना है. सारे वर्ण अगर ये लिस्ट के अंदर होंगे तब हमारा नत्वम आएगा, नहीं तो वो नहीं आएगा. अगर एक भी वर्ण इनके बीच हो और वो इस लिस्ट में नहीं है तो नकारा ऐसे ही रहेगा. Okay. Okay, that is our Hindi. Hopefully, it's okay, right?
Mataji, I have a question. Mataji, can I ask a question?
Wait. I wanted to do one more experiment. Let me do that, then I'll take it. Okay, ma'am. Okay. So one more experiment. This session actually I packed with so many surprises. So let's see. I wanted to explain this logic in Sanskritam. Who wants that experiment? Okay, already people raise hand for something else. Don't raise hand again. Okay. So the idea is actually when a child learns a language, he doesn't know grammar at all. Just by hearing the parents repeating in the family the language, they pick up the language. They know how to pronounce the sentences exact with perfect grammar. Later they will learn, oh, there are rules for that. But now we are doing reverse way. Now, of course, in a not really completely reverse, we are learning grammar along with sentences also. But if we have simultaneously a dose of a language, then we know exactly how to use it and we can catch the proper statements with the proper vachana, everything. Of course, I'm also not fluent in speaking Sanskrit. I may make mistakes, but actually our Acharya has always encouraged us there is a term called sentence called bhashyate iti bhasha. Language is nothing but it is spoken. Just by saying, okay, I did PhD in Sanskritam, but I cannot even speak one sentence in Sanskritam spontaneously, then it's all my knowledge is theoretical. You understood, right? So bhasha means you have to speak in that language. And as I mentioned, this is our, it can be as a day-to-day language also. It's not that only for dedicated to scriptures. So another way is if we do the whole class in Sanskritam, then it's a big gap for us because we don't know the content, what is being explained. We don't know the language. But now we know this concept, what the rules are. We explain that it's in English and also in Hindi. So now when I try to tell in Sanskritam, you focus on the language, the words being used, and try to understand, map it to the the flow, and now you will make new patterns. You will see vibhaktis in play, and you will see new terms coming in, but you will understand easily. Actually, my husband, even though I took up a little bit Sanskritam and my kids took up, somehow he also tried to learn, but somehow it was too much for him. He didn't learn so much rigorously, but he can perfectly understand any Sanskrit conversation. Because first of all, half the words are there in our native Indian languages. Okay. And based on the context more, you can understand. So it's become very easy for us. So the only thing is the teacher has to tell proper Sanskrit. That's my fault, but I will try. Okay. So please forgive me. Definitely you will not be able to perhaps catch the mistake, but I will catch it. Okay. So I will fix it if I catch it. Okay. Let's try. Okay. Etat sutram natva vidayakam sutram asti. Okay. Bahvani sutrani santi, parantu sammilīkritya eka koshtaka rupena स्थापितम् अस्ति अत्र. फ्लो चार्ट् मध्ये पश्यामश्चेत् एवं भवति एतत् नाम रूल् कथं भवेत् इति. किं वदति एतत् सूत्रम् इत्युक्ते तवर्गीयनकारस्य कथं नकाररूपेण परिवर्तनं भवेत् इति वदति. ओके. तवर्गीयनकारस्य कथं कदा तवर्गीयनकारस्य रूपेण परिवर्तनं भवेत् इति वदति. ओके. तत्र सीक्वेन्स् किमिति वदामश्चेत् आदौ नकारः भवेत् पदे, नो चेत् अस्माकं किमपि प्रयत्नं करणीयमेव नास्ति. आदौ नकारः भवेत्, तद् भवति स्थानी. नकारः अस्ति परन्तु तत् पदान्ते अस्ति चेत् तस्य कोऽपि परिवर्तनं न भवति. तत् यथाविधेन तिष्ठति, यथा अस्ति तथा एव तिष्ठति. परन्तु यदि कानिचन निमित्तानि सन्ति चेत्, निमित्तानि के भवितुम् अर्हन्ति? रकारः, ऋकारः, षकारः. एतेषु कोऽपि एकः वर्णः अपि भवति चेत् तद् निमित्तं भवितुम् अर्हति. अतः वयम् अग्रे गन्तुं शक्नुमः. अग्रे वयं निमित्तात् अपि तु स्थानि मध्ये केऽपि अन्य वर्णाः सन्ति वा इति दर्शनीयः भवति. यदि वर्णाः भवन्ति चेत् ते सर्वे अत्र लिस्ट् मध्ये यद् दत्तं वर्तते तेषु एव भवेयुः. न भवति चेत्, यदि एकः वर्णः अपि लिस्ट् मध्ये नास्ति चेत् नत्वं न भवति, नकार एव तिष्ठति. यदि सर्वे वर्णाः निमित्तात् अपि तु नकार मध्ये सन्ति, ये वर्णाः ते सर्वे लिस्ट् मध्ये भवन्ति चेत् तदा नत्वं भवति. Okay. Okay, now see how many people understood it. Okay. See, simple, not so difficult. Okay.
Yeah, Mataji, I have a very quick question. So if there are 2-letter words, for example, rin, ron, so they are, as far as I know, they are na. Rin is na. Rin means like debt. And then ran, war, is also na. At least in Bengali, they are na. So But you said that if they're in Padanta, if they're at the end of the word, then it doesn't change. But then why does this letter change, or is it different in Sanskrit?
So basically, this rule is applicable only when you're forming new words. So whenever you find a word within the Vibhakti table or within the Dhatu table, this rule applies. Some words,
Okay.
by definition itself, they come with that pattern. We are not talking about those words.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. So now let's get into our exercise. We gave this exercises last time. So Mataji, you can solve again and then you can come back and check your answers here. So, okay, whoever did the homework, I'll ask one by one. You have to tell your answer for this, okay? Brachagopinath Prabhu, what is the answer for this? Dhenu plus Naam. What will happen? You have to tell what is the final result and what is the reason.
Okay, Mataji. Mataji, here it will be Dhenu Naam only because we are not getting Ra, or Sha anywhere, so we cannot apply.
Okay, so Dhenu Naam, no Nimittam. Okay, that's a short way. Okay, good. Next, Bala plus N. Okay, Vijay Prabhuji, be
Hare
ready
Krishna.
to Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Balan. So when we divide the word, we do plus plus. So in is at the end. Nakara is at the end. So this rule cannot be applied.
Okay.
So it will remain as it is.
Yes. So first is last letter. The nakar is at the end. No change. Very good. Okay, next. Pushpa plus Ni. Puja Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, it is Pushpani because Pa is in between Sh and Na, and Aswar is in between them. So it will be changed to Ana. It will be Pushpani.
Okay. So Pa is in Pavarga and A is in Swara. So both of them are in our list. It changes. A is Swara, Pa is Vapar. Good. Next. Nadi
Mataji.
plus Na.
Mataji, I had a doubt.
Tell me.
So, Mataji, in Pushpani also, Na is, last letter is Na. So then why are we changing it?
How is the last letter Na? What is happening here? How do you write it Ni? See here.
Okay, we'll count this also. Okay, Mataji.
Okay, so this is important. No, this is adding. This has existence. This has value. Okay, if it's see, very simple for Hindi speaking people. Whenever Na is coming with the Halan, then only it's last letter. Otherwise, don't go with your background in Hindi. Okay, yeah. Okay, okay. Nadi Naam. Who will tell? Pratap Prabhuji.
Yeah, Nadi Naam will remain as is because there is no R, Sh or Ri in Nadi Naam. No Nimittam.
Correct. Very good. Okay, next. Drohe plus Na. Who else is there? Others are Pratap Prabhu already told.
I
Maybe
can
they
tell
are.
Mataji.
Okay, tell.
So it will be Droherna.
Okay.
Because the plus ri is there, and then there is ha. Ha is the candidate word, so it would be Droherna.
No,
And then
ha is
Drohe, A is also there, so it would be Droherna.
correct. But this is not called candidate. Candidate is this one. These are called intervening.
Yes.
So Mataji, I think shows smart. She picked up this rule just now, and she's applying.
Mataji, I had a doubt again. So the is not in the table. So then why?
This one? Which one?
The, yes.
Okay, so who will answer this? Why this da doesn't matter to us? Okay, Vajagopinath Prabhu wants to answer. Yeah.
Mataji, that does not matter because as soon as we get Ra, Ri or Sha, after that we have to see. Before that we don't have to see at all, whatever it may be.
We are checking only the intermediate letters from the candidate to the nimitta. Only that. What is the rule? All the intermediate letters between the candidate and the nimitta should be in the list. That's it. It doesn't matter what happens before, what happens afterwards.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay, good. Next. Murke na. What happens? Murke plus na. And everybody drop their hands now. Okay, Vajagopinath Prabhu, you only tell.
Mataji, it will be Murkhena because here the nimitta is Ra and after that Kha is linka varga and A is swaraha. So, and then na will get converted to na.
Okay. Gajena. Then continue, Prabhuji, finish.
Okay. Gajena, Mataji, it will remain Gajena only. No nimittam.
Okay. Varini.
Just a second. Varini ho jayega, Mataji. It will Varini because the is there and then with swara.
Okay, Varini. This is more difficult one. Trumhaniya.
Yeah, here I was having doubt like this. The dot will convert into na or it will convert into ma. So that's a doubt.
No need to check. Why you are thinking about conversion? As it is, what is given, you take it. This Anuswara, you know already.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Why are you thinking about extending further? So this is our candidate. This is our nimitta. Between the letters are Anuswara, Akara, and Akara. All of them are in the list. Okay. We don't care about what happens afterwards. What happens before. So Trumhaniyar. Okay. See, Anuswara, Ha, and A are in the list. Okay. That's it.
And Mataji, in the previous slide, that Pitru, can you please explain once again where what is that two ra between the ta? I didn't get that part.
Okay. So if I go back slide, Prabhu, can you remind me in the question answers?
Sure, Mataji.
I'll show you detailed equation and explain.
Sure, Mataji.
Thank you. Just write down in case you forget.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to also learn some vocabulary, so some other tables. So we will learn a Kriya Pada Pataha here. We already discussed, what we call as tense in English is called Lakara in Sanskritam. That Lakara represents simple present tense. We discussed this and we understand how to make sentences. People are practicing. That's very nice. The first row is Pratama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, and Uttama Purusha. Last row. Uttama Purusha is like I, we both, and we all. Madhyama Purusha is you both, and you all. Pratama Purusha is anybody else. Okay? And we know how to make the sentences. For this, the karta is fixed, the second and third. Whereas the first one, it could be any other person whom we want to tell. Okay? These are the sample words and sample patterns. We already studied it many times. That's it. And so the only thing you remember is what is this column indicating? What is the entry is indicating? Entry is indicating that for my action, see this Kriya Pada, no, it's indicating action. For my action of reading, I have one doer. That's what it's telling. When you use patati, I have only one doer. That's what it's telling. Patataha, I have two doers. Patanti, I have many doers. Patasi, I have only one doer, and that's you. You understand? That's what it's telling. That's why it's called kartari. Actually, okay, in question answers, if somebody wants to ask question about kartari, I will tell you. So basically, it's following the karta. It's following the doer. Okay? So when the doers change, this has to change. So balaha patati. If I want many boys are reading balaha, then this has to change. So this following the doers. Doers are changing, this has to change. But object doesn't matter. Object can be singular, plural, or bahuvachanam. It doesn't affect this transformation. It's based on what is happening. Somebody is reading. If everybody, all the boys are reading many books, okay. Balaha pustakani patanti. If everybody is reading one book, balaha pustakam patanti. No problem at all. Understand? So this is because this is following the karta. That's it. When karta number changes, this pada also changes. But object doesn't affect unless you want to express it that way. Clear? Okay. So now that's about the concept. Now we will cover a new lakara today. It's called Pat Dhatoho Bhavishyati Vrit. Okay. So let's pronounce this first. Pat Dhatoho Bhavishyati Vrit. The Vrit lakara is used for future tense. See, you know the Bhavishyat Kala. Bhavishyati. Bhavishyati means in the meaning of, this is also Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam. In the meaning of future. That's what it's telling. Vartamane, Saptami Ekavachanam. Bhavishyati is, this is another pada, Sakaranta pada. That's why it's called Bhavishyat is a Pratipadikam. Bhavishyati is. Okay. So then this lakara represents future tense. And this is very close to our Lat Lakara form. Only difference is in the middle we have to insert Ishya. Patati becomes Patishyati. That's it. Very simple. Actually, the suffix is actually Syati, Syataha, Syanti. But there are some rules where this Sa becomes Sha. That rule is called Shatvam. We will study that next class. Okay? Right now we are studying only the table. Actual suffix is Syati, but in many words it converts into Shati. So the example which I am giving here, it's already Shati. So we just memorize this way. And when we know the rule, we can dynamically apply to any dhatu and we know what's the right form. Okay? So, what is the same? Exactly same like this. See, first I'll read this table once, then people can repeat. Okay? Dhatoh bhavishyati nrit. Patishyati, patishyatah, patishyanti. Patishyati, patishyatah, patishyatha. Patishyami, patishyavah, patishyamah. That's it. You just add Ishya in between. You got the future tense. So many things are given free for us now. Okay. And now, if you want to, okay, let somebody repeat after me. Puja Mataji, repeat after me.
Sure, Mataji.
Pat dhatoh.
Pat dhatoh.
Bhavishyati nrit.
Bhavishyati nrit.
Patishyati, patishyatah, patishyanti.
Patishyati, patishyatah, patishyanti.
Patishyati, patishyatah, patishyatha.
Patishyasi, patishyatah, patishyatha.
Patishyami, patishyavah, patishyamah.
Patishyami, patishyavah, patishyamah.
Agre vayam Sandhi Sutrani Patishyamaha. In future, we will study Sandhi Sutras. Okay? Okay. So, what happens is, these are our sample words, same dhatu list I gave in the future form, how it looks like. If somebody wants to say, Nartaki Nityati, that is a Lat form. And if you want to tell, she will dance later. Nartaki Nartishyati. That's it. Future tense. And one exercise for you is look up your dhatu table for nam dhatu and see how the table is different from this one. Okay? Just type this nam into your dhatu that Ashtadhya is and try to see the patterns of the table. Okay? That's exercise. Okay? And homework is to memorize this, practice with all the dhatus. And any other dhatus if you're interested. Okay? This is a homework we gave already for Lat Lakara. So same thing, you do it again. Now change the lakara for each of the sentence. Balaka phalam kadati. Balaka phalam kadishyati. Got it? So it's simple. So you already have some set of sentences. Right next to them or again, so make one more chart and now change the lakara. So you will get used to doing it in future tense. And similarly for the other homework also, right? Try to change the lakara for this. Harinau Kridataha. Harinau Kridishyataha. Ishya, you just put Ishya. Most of the cases, the form remains the same. Okay, let's extend your current homework. Next. Okay, this is the final our homework slide. Okay, make notes if you want. Actually, more than notes, yeah, maybe that memorization if you want to do the Charanasthana and we want to hear the recitation many times or even make that into your memory system. You can do that. But more importantly, is practicing the pronunciation. There are 3 resources. One is our playlist in our YouTube channel. There are Sanskrit resources. There, our children have recited this because they are actually much more native speakers of Sanskrit than myself. So, if you can hear from them, you can actually get even more accurate pronunciation. There's separate video for Swaras, for Vanjanani also. So it's just 30 seconds. Repeatedly, you hear the proper pronunciation. Other thing is, Shiva Sutrani in Ashtadhyayi has the recitation. So, for example, I'll show you here. Where is it? See, if you go to Shiva Sutrani, this you have to go here, ashtadhyayi.com. In the drop down, you'll get Shiva Sutrani here. Or you can just remember this Shiva Sutra if you go. This is actually Shiva Sutrani we'll study later. but at least you can know the pronunciation. You click there, here, I don't know whether I can share the sound now, but he will recite this nicely. This is a very traditional Sanskrit speaker who is writing. So you can clearly see what is the right pronunciation because others were looking at other resources. And you can check, for example, how he says. You can double check from what is taught in the class and also hear from here. And you have access to hear again. So you can go through all of this and refine your pronunciation. Especially, this also is very difficult usually. And that way you practice sutras also before we even teach. Okay. That is Shiva Sutrani. You can get that. So exactly, he gives only these 4 letters. We can perfect these 4 letters and then go ahead with others like this. Okay. Later we will explain why it's like this, what is the Shiva Sutra, that concept will come later. Other thing is our Hari Parshad Prabhuji has recited, there is a composition given by Srimati Rupa Goswami of all the letters of the Sanskrit alphabet as glorification of Krishna's pastimes or names. That's called Aksharamayi Prarthana. That is in Stavavali, I think. Stavavali. So Hari Parshad Prabhu has did a short recitation of that. So it's basically this reading the letters and connecting with Krishna. So it will be so nice if you want to hear that once during this week. Other thing, memorize the Bhavishyati lit and practice with the sample dhatus. Find out for nam dhatu what's the difference. And this is a short recitation for this lit lakara. Do your homework 2 and 3 by changing the lakara. Okay, same thing what I mentioned is all in one slide. So you know what exactly you have to do this week. Okay, now wrapping up what we have learned is, we started with Visarga. It can be halved, Ardha Visargau. This is Vivachana, Ardha Visargau. So there are 2, Jihvamuliyaha, Upadmaniyaha cha. Okay, in Sanskritam, the and comes at the end. So English it says Jihvamula and Upadmaniya, but in Sanskritam, the and cha comes at the end. Then we discuss Aksharani 2, which is Vyanjanani. We discuss some terminology, Shuddha Vyanjanam and Akarayukta Vyanjanam, and how to pronounce them and what are the thumb rule we need to follow, especially for Hindi native speakers, how to improve. And Natvam exercise is the repeat from last time, and we did the exercise. Everybody did very good. And we tried to speak that in Sanskritam and Hindi as well. That was another experiment. And of course, we had the Radharani reading experiment. That was fun also. And then Lit Lakara for future we studied. Okay, now I have some questions. So usually I send the material and the video because what happens is when Prabhuji is helping, Abhay Ram Prabhuji actually is in the session. He helps with editing the video a little bit so that it's much more easier for people who are listening in just the video. So we can cut out some extra gaps, everything. So Prabhuji takes some time to edit. Usually I wait for that to publish the material. But I know today is Saturday, many people would like to immediately do some work on the homeworks. So if anybody, do you think it would be useful if I publish it earlier? Anybody wants that feature? Can raise your thumb, otherwise I will do. Okay, somebody wants it. So what I'll do is, I will not publish another message in the group, which has 900 people. What you can do is, after 10 o'clock on Saturday, you check the website. You will have the material you can download. The video will not be there because we will still be editing, but at least the material you can download and you can do your early homework if you want to do. So I will not send any other message. So just after 10 o'clock, you check the website. Okay, clear? Mostly people who attend the session need that urgency. So that's why I'm announcing in the session. Okay, next, a little bit note on the quizzes. So I see that actually I'm very happy that some people have already started taking the quizzes and why am I showing this one? I don't need this. And this is not the one. Okay. This one. Already taking quizzes. It's very good. Some people are directly doing 3, but you can also do the session 2, even though we did in Zoom. So just for the record, we can track, what is happening with all the courses. So some minor changes we figured out. For multi-choice questions, the multi-choice means you could select multiple of them. There was a mistake in the sense, if you selected a one which is not the part of the proper answer, then there should be some penalty. Otherwise, everybody can select all 5 answers. Then you get the correct answer. You see what I'm saying, right? I don't know whether anybody understood. Nobody got this clue, I guess. But
No,
anyway,
Mataji, yeah,
Yes,
that
Mataji,
we
understood.
yeah. So what we are doing now is, for a multiple choice, there are only, let's say, 2 correct answers. If at all you accidentally or purposefully select other one, you'll get a minus 0.25. That's all. Not full minus. See, for the correct one, you'll get 1 point. But minus 1 negative, you'll get minus 0.25. It's all automatically done. So that way, we can give credit to person who really thinks and answers correctly. Okay. So that's the only thing. That's one thing. And the other thing is, other thing is, in the sheet, I see all the results where I'm not able to see your phone number because there's no proper entry to do it. But now when you log in the dashboard, if you go to this dashboard, there's a way for you to enter your WhatsApp number. So if you enter that, then I will be able to see your number. In case I have to contact you, because we all deal with WhatsApp, I can directly copy and enter chat message and I can send a message. Because what happened, one person did I think that person may be here, I don't know. They did a exam. They were just somehow playing with it. And he didn't even answer one question, became 0. The whole quiz is gone. Then I told Prabhu what happened. He said, oh, technical difficulty. Then I said, okay, fine. I gave him one more chance. So, but then if it WhatsApp is there, it was faster. Otherwise, I had to send email to the Prabhuji. Okay. So all of you, whoever is taking quizzes, who did or you will be taking, please first enter your WhatsApp number here. Okay, what else is there? Negative numbers I told. And you will see your scores, aggregate scores for all the quizzes together. Individually, you're already able to see, correct? In your assessment page in the course. But together, you can see it here as well as in the, if you go in the course, if you see here, assessment, here you will get overall score also. Okay? So here you will get individual score, which I didn't take my own quiz. But let's say I have grades here. Then you will get overall score also here. Okay? So that way
Mataji, it
you
is
can,
also there on the dashboard as well.
yeah, that's what I told just now. Okay? Yes. Next. What else? Okay, now we have question answers. But before that, whoever wants to drop for question, already half the people left. Okay. So if you wish to drop here, at least check the recording. There is a pleasant surprise at the end of the question answers. At least check the recording. Otherwise, now we'll go to question answer. Okay, 1 second. Okay. I think Vajragopinda Prabhu has a lot of questions, I guess. But yeah.
Hare Krishna,
Okay.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, first about this Natvam rule. Basically, I am seeing like you are pronouncing it Natvam, but there you are writing Ana. So is Ratvam or Natvam?
I'm trying to do it Natvam only.
Acha,
Natvam.
sorry, I may be here.
Maybe I'm what to say. I'm also improving in my pronunciation. Maybe sometimes I go back to my Telugu pronunciation.
So it's Ratvam only, basically.
Natvam. Yes. Natvam.
And regarding that Pitro, Mataji, if you can.
Okay. Okay, maybe. Okay, I'll try to get from this. So this one, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So, okay, I want to show you, Prabhuji. So, basically, what is this is here. Let's go to the Shabda. So, Ashtadhyayi. So, we are going to go to a Shabda called Pitru Shabda. Prabhuji, maybe Vicky Prabhuji is there. Okay, so I typed in my notepad here. Is there something wrong with this? Okay. See, this is the Pitru Shabda. Here, if you see the Tritiya Shashti Bahuvachanam. So, even though Pratipadikam is Pitru, in the way it forms, finally there is some transformation. At certain point, this Rikara becomes Dirgha Rikara. It is using certain rules. Okay? Some rules are given here, why it's happening, whatever. Okay? So this then becomes the Dirgha Rikara. So the point I was trying to tell is, even it's a Dirgha Rikara, one second, Prabhuji, sorry, I'll mute you. Even if it's a Dirgha Rikara, if it's a Na, then the rule still applies and we will become this the rule. This is our, essentially this is the kind of subsidiary rule they gave. Ruvarnasya, Ruvarnanam, oh Krishna, Ruvarnanasya, okay, Ruvarnat, Nasya, Nasvam, Vatsyam. That's what they tell. Because Ruvarna is there, the Nakara became Na. That's what they try to tell. Okay?
Mataji, this is this ra ke niche ek aur ra. I wanted to know, this is ru, and ru. What exactly is this symbol? I'm not able to understand this symbol only.
Oh, this one.
हाँ, जो नीचे त के नीचे जो symbol है. What is this
Okay,
representing?
so that is this one. 1 minute. This is the Murdan, basically Swara. C, C, C. Okay, this one only. This one. T plus R. This we will teach next time. That's the Gudita Aksharani. This will become, it's represented like this. Okay?
Okay. Oh, okay. Got it, Mataji.
T plus R becomes Tru. It's pronounced, should be like Murdan. Tru. It's Tru. And the other one is different, Rakara. So we will discuss all the cases next session for this. That's what, see, the 2 plus R, then it will come like this, Ra. That's different. So many combinations are there. We will tackle a couple of sessions later. We'll cover all these cases.
Yes.
Okay. What else?
And regarding Mataji, the question in the homework too, basically, like let's say Vayam Phalam Khadamaha, or we have to use Phalani Khadamaha. How to change the this Vachanam of object, and where to change, when to change.
See, that's what I explained before, no context. Object doesn't matter. See, for example, Balaha, Phalam is Phalam. Okay, here there's another rule. When the consonant is coming, I will teach that rule also. Kadati. This is one rule, correct? This is Ekavachanam. Okay? Singular. Okay. Eka. Okay, next. Now we want to play with the other variations, right? So we can say Balakau, but this is our object, doesn't matter what it is, right? I can say Phalam, or I can say 2 fruits, okay? Or I can say all fruits, many fruits. Anything is fine. All are bona fide sentences. But main thing is I need to do this. Okay, this has to be there. Okay, next.
So object.
Balakaha. This is exactly same. I can do anyway this same. So this way also I can do that. One boy is eating many fruits. This is a Bhima boy. Okay. Okay, that's it. Okay.
So it's countable, but if it is Dugdaha, then because it's an uncountable thing, so then also we can write anything like Dugdam, Dugde, and Dugdani.
Yeah, basically it depends on the context, because milk is like you can assume that speaker is trying to tell a glass of milk. Like they're drinking many glasses of milk, like that. But the form is there. Jalam, Jale, Jalani is there. We may not use it, like everything we may tell Jalam only. But if there are multiple ponds of water, Shabda Rupa is there. How we use it may not be so much practical.
Okay, so now in Balakaha, we can use anything. Either Phalam is also fine, and Phalani also we can use.
Yes. The only thing you need to know is this is telling about the doer and how many doers. So just follow that correctly. This and this are linked together. But this doesn't matter. You just have to use it in a Dvitiya Vibhakti. That's it. This is, see, for example, here, even though for Napunsakalinga, Prathama and Dvitiya same form, when I ask a question, here, what is Phalam? What answer you should give? Is it a subject or object? Is it a, doer or object?
Object.
So we should tell it's a Dvivachanam here. Sorry, Dvitiya Vibhakti, we should tell. Okay, this is Vidya Vibhakti based on the context. If I tell Phalam Patati, there it's Pratama Vibhakti because the fruit is only falling, it's only doing that action. Correct?
Yeah, yes,
Who is doing the action of falling? Fruit is only doing. So here it's a Pratama Vibhakti.
Okay, so in Vrikshat Phalam Patati, like Vrikshat is on Panchami Vibhakti, and Phalam here is actually the doer or the subject. So we used Pratama Vibhakti there. So that object which is separating, I mean the thing which is separating gets the Pratama Vibhakti.
No, see, that's where I wanted to give a clarification in your voice message. See, all the padas have an independent relationship with the action. So based on their relationship with action, their vibhakti or rather is decided. It's not related to another word in the sentence. Okay, see, for example. So that's why we should be very clear not to mix up things. See, vrikshat phalam patati. Now let's understand the action of falling down. Okay, this is the action. Patati is the action of falling down. In the action of falling down, somebody is saying, okay, fruit. Is it from you, background Prabhuji, from you only?
No, it's another Mataji, I think.
Okay.
Ruby
Ruby Mataji.
Okay, I'll mute it. Okay. See, this is a sentence. A fruit. Okay. A fruit falls from a tree, you can say. From a tree. That's a sentence. So what is the action here? Prabhuji, tell what is action?
I mean, action is of falling down.
Falling down is action. Okay. Now we need to ask how other words are related to this action. And that word is patati. Falling down, the word is patati. We need to ask, who is falling down? What answer do you get?
Fruit is falling down.
Fruit is falling down. That means the doer. Who is the doer is fruit. So that's why it's a Pratama Vibhakti. Next other question is, from where is falling down? What is the answer?
Tree.
Tree. Because it's falling down from a tree and from is a source or a stationary object while the movement is happening. According to the grammar rules, the stationary source gets a Panchami Vibhakti. Therefore, it's Vikshat. You understand? So everything is related to this action. Don't mix up this to this. There's no connection like that. All questions are related to action. Who has done it? On to whom has he done? Where has been done? Okay, and to whom it has been done. Again, you do that one. Kisne kiya? What sentence is there in Hindi ne? Ram ne, what is that? Karta ne, karma kiya. I said, you follow that.
Yes, Mataji.
It's all related to the kriya, or earlier you told karma. That kriya, it's action basically.
Okay.
It's all surrounded with the action. So based on the action, based on the questions and the relation, appropriate karaka, it's called karaka. Karakam is assigned, and based on that, vibhakti is assigned finally. That's a long process. We will study that later.
And Mataji, can you explain with the help of Shashti Vibhakti also, like the relationship there? For example, ये राम का पुत्र है, तो यहाँ पे the action is like होना is the action क्या? अस्ति.
No, actually, Shashti Vibhakti is not a Karaka Vibhakti. It's not related to action. But it's given in the sentences because it's indicating, there's a usage for that. Okay. So Shashti Vibhakti, that's why it's used in possession and relationship. Ram ka putra hai, aisa. But it's not related to action at all. So we should not see Shashti Vibhakti in the context of action.
So there is no subject there basically. I mean,
no subject may be there related to existence. For example, Dasharathasya putraha Ramaha asti. So for the context, for the action of existence, kaha asti, putraha asti. That much answer you get. There you get Pratama Vibhakti. Then kasya putraha, whose son is Rama? If you ask, whose son is Rama, your Dasharathasya putra will get the answer.
Okay.
That whose son is not related to action of existence.
Okay.
It's very little bit subtle, Prabhu. All right now you understand that Shashti Vibhakti is not related to the action. It's considered just it's in the table, but it's not related to the action.
Okay.
See, for example, in that our this one, what is this? Our breaking news statement.
Hmm.
Even if Gopasya Gruhat is given, if Gopasya is removed, also the sentence makes sense. So Gopasya is adding extra angle to whose house. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, later when we discuss the advanced topics of Vibhakti and Karakas, everything will be more clear. Right now, maybe in the back of your notes, if you still have doubts, you make a note. I need more clarity on this, like that.
Sure, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Thank
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji. Tamal Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. First of all, thank you for your patience and very systematic teaching. It actually makes a lot of difference. It's a very great subject, and you've done, I think, a lot of thought into it before this to us. So, Mataji, the question is on I have, like, when we start the basic Sanskrit Sambhashan, we commonly use Bhavan Patatu, Bhavan Patati. So the Tvam Patasi, so the context of Tvam Patasi versus Bhavan Patatu, so how that actually signifies more or less the same conversation, right? You are reading. So how does that, so what is more prominent, like Tvam or Bhavan? And Patasi is, I've not heard a lot of Patasi words.
Okay. See, the thing is, that is another lakara altogether, Prabhuji. But I'll give that will cover in this module one only. We will cover. So this is lat lakara, simple present tense. That means Ramaha patati means Rama reads. Okay. Here, and if you go to lit lakara, see, I gave an exercise, right? So you type num there and go and find this lit lakara. Then you will see this patishyati is there. Patishyati, patishita means future. And there is another lakara called lot lakara. Okay. And in Sanskritam, there are 10 lakaras which indicate both tenses and moods. Okay, tenses means past, present, and future. Moods are, what is the mood of a speaker? Is he giving an order? Is he giving a request? Is he doing a prayer? Based on that, different lakara is given. Okay. So here, lot means prayer or request. Order or request, sorry. Order or request. So patatu means you read. If a teacher is telling based on the tone, Bhavan patatu, you read. Or you can say request. Bhavan patatu bo. Same sentence. But based on the mood of the teacher, it may be a request or order. Okay. But that's what Lord Lakara is telling. Okay. Patasi is saying, when you talk about Tvam, see, Bhavan patatu, then it comes to the first Pratama, because Bhavan is like a kind of like third person actually. But when you use Tvam, you have to use the, here also you can say Tvam pata, you have to tell, Madhyama.
Bhavan Patati, only we say no, Mataji, but when we come like Bhavan Patati, you are reading.
Yeah, that's why it's saying, it's becoming this is like a third person, Bhavan.
Bhavan becomes like a third person even when you are addressing Tvam. So
exactly. Because that word itself is like Rama word. It's like that.
Okay. But based on talking conversation, we understand that we are talking about you. So then it becomes Ti. But when we are specific, it's Tvam, then it's Si.
Yeah. And also Bhavan is a respectful way in a way actually. Oh, you're a great person.
Yeah, Tvam is you. Yeah, like you doesn't have any difference in English, but there is Tvam and Bhavan.
And for Strilinga, it's Bhavati. Bhavati Patati.
Yes. Bhavati Patati. Yes, Mata. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mata.
Hare Krishna. Okay, Saurabh Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji, for the class. I had a question regarding initially you were saying about optional, that Visarga, half Visarga, Ardha Visarga. So you gave the example of Ishvara, Paramaha, Krishna. So in that, like it is, so that is optional, or there is a particular scenario where we can sense it, like, or when it is happening, or both ways it is fine. Like we use, like whenever after Visarga Ka is coming or Pa is coming, to say it as half is always fine, or we say full Visarga, that is also fine. So how does it work? I want to understand that.
Okay. So that's why it's called optional. Optional means both are correct ways of pronouncing. That's what is first clear. Both are valid ways of pronunciation. Okay. And now next question is when to use what? Then Acharyas give the answer. Vivakshanusarena means it's based on the choice of the speaker. Whoever wants to pronounce it halfway, they can do it. Whoever wants to pronounce full way, they can do it. No problem.
Okay, there is a like choice, like when both are
Yes.
fine.
Yes.
Okay. And one more like question was like I think I had heard earlier about this, like there is a rule for na becoming na. Similarly, like you told about that lit lakar, like shyati. So there is a rule for that also, sya becoming sha, like that, is it?
Yes,
When
Prabhuji.
when we convert and when we don't convert.
Yes. Next session, we will cover that rule. Shatvam.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that I wanted to check. Thank you. Thank you, Mata.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, so, okay. So, a sincere prayer from my side. Okay. So, this is a freshly composed shloka. Okay, so, this is, I will try to recite this. Pritya sotsaha sevaya aparada maya kritaha kshamitva sadava sevam me dadatu muhurmuhu. प्रीत्या सोत्साहसेवायाम् अपराधाः मया कृताः क्षमित्वा साधवः सेवां मे ददतु मुहुर्मुहुः. Okay, so this is called Anvaya. When we have a poem, the words can be itastatah or anywhere order, but there is something called bringing that to a prose order. That's what we will learn towards the end or end of module 1. We'll take up some shlokas. I'll give you what steps are there. So I have done this Anvaya for you, and this is how it looks like. This is like a normal talking. When by the reading of this, you'll be able to understand what they are. Pritya Sotsaha Sevayam. This is a like Rama Shabda, Saptami Ekavachanam. Okay? This is Rama Shabda, Pritihi, Vikaranta Shabda, but this is Vitvitiya Ekavachanam. Maya, by me, Aparadaha Kritaha. Okay, you understand that. This is adjective for this. He Sadavaha, Tan Aparadhan, Shamitva, having forgiven, Mahyam, this is another form we will study. Unto me, Muhur Muhuhu Sevam Dadatu. Please give service again and again. Okay? So here there are two concepts here. See, I can tell active voice, I have to tell I have committed many offenses. But this is passive voice. Many offenses have been committed by me. Okay? So there, even though I am the doer, I am not represented as Aham. You know, this is called passive voice. We'll study later. But there is some clue is coming here. You know, how the, just by the vibhakti, we cannot identify who's the doer. The doer is identified based on the action and the context around it. So don't always say Pratama means the doer. No. Here, see, for example, these are Pratama Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. But aparadas are not doing anything. I am doing the aparadas. Got it right? So they're objects. Okay. So the translation, in my enthusiastic loving service to you all, I have committed many offenses. May the saintly King kindly forgive them and grant me an opportunity to serve you again and again. So that is my sincere prayer. Hare Krishna. This all, see, as I said, this course is very dynamic. So all of you are dictating the course of the course.
Actually, in the shloka, Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmane. So the first two are like Krishnaya and Vasudevaya. Then why it came as a Haraye and Paramatmane, Mataji?
That's a different word, Mataji. See, I will
all are Sambodhan, no?
No, they are not Sambodhana, they are Chaturthi Vibhakti. See here, Hari is a different word. That is Ikaranta Shabda. So the Chaturthi, we have to use Chaturthi. Whenever Nama is used, the Chaturthi form for Ikaranta Shabda is different. Haraye. Got it? We cannot say Haraya.
Okay,
Akaranta Shabda we know. Krishnaya, Ramaya. But Hari Shabda we will study after module 1. There the form is different. So we have to tell Vishnave or for Guru Shabda also, for example. Guru or you say Vishnu, Vishnave will come. Gurave.
Okay.
As I said, right, U and Va are together. They go hand in hand. And E and Ya will go together. E, Hari and Haraye. And Paramatmane is another, that's a completely Atma, that's Atma, Nakaranta Shabda. Atman Shabda. See, that's also, see, Chaturthi is Atmane. There's more to study, Mataji. We are just at the beginning, okay? So we will discover all this slowly. Okay, yeah. At least
Mataji, just one more doubt regarding Sambodhan, like Ishvara Sarvabhudanam Hridesha Arjuna Tishtadi. So here Arjuna is Sambodhan, no Mataji?
We have to analyze the shloka, then we'll understand what's happening. Okay. Ishvaraha Sarvabhutanam Hrideshe Arjuna. Here it's Sambodhana, Mataji, correct. Because he's telling, see, Tishtati. 1 minute. I'll give you one clue. See, Tishtati means staying. That's the Kriya Pada. Staying. Who is staying? Then Ishvaraha is staying. Ishvara became Karta. So then Arjuna is also given. That's a Sambodhana. Hey Arjuna. That's out. Hey Arjuna. Ishvaraha Sarvabhutanam Hridesha Tishtati. That's a sentence. Okay. Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. But in Kavyam, this hey will be skipped.
Yes.
Is it like that?
It's optional. Yes. So only by understanding vibhaktis, we will understand what is Sambodhana, what is not. And there is another complicated. In some situations, the Visarga can get lopa. So the Visarga is there, but it doesn't show. So it doesn't mean, Arjuna doesn't have Visarga means Sambodhana automatically. Unless you know the rules of Sandhi splits, everything, you will not be able to understand if Visarga is there or no. Okay, anyway, that's a complexity ahead. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, Srijita Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much. Mataji, any Shabda table for this week?
If you want to study, I will give you one Kim Shabdaha, which will come next time. This is a very nice Shabdaha. Kim Shabdaha, you can study both Pullinga as well as the Napumsaka Linga is exactly same, except the first two lines will be Kim Ke Kani. Rest of it is exactly same. So if you study this Kim Shabda, what it does is, you can ask questions. Krishna Kaha, who is Krishna? Ramaha Kam Marayati, who did Rama kill? Kena Maritavan, Banena Maritavan. That all I'll explain later. But at least if you memorize the Shabda or practice 3-4 times, it will be easy for you when I discuss the Shabda next time. Because I'll tell you the meaning, how to use the vibhaktis with the Shabda. Like in Hindi, it's like Kisne Kiya, Kisko Kiya, it's like that. Kisse Kiya, Kiske Liye Kiya, Kisse, like that. And Kiska Hai, Kisme, same thing. Got it right?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Like in the Gopi table, is there any rule ki when per comes with ya, then it become half? Because whenever the ya is coming like Gopya, it becomes just Gopya or Gopyoho. I mean, we are not pronouncing full pa.
Correct. I told that, no, I gave the clue in the class. Whenever yakara is coming, make it half. There is no rule given by Panini, or I don't know, but just by analysis, we could make that kind of a clue for us. Whenever ya is coming, you make it half.
Okay, Mataji. And Mataji, in Hare Krishna Mahamantra, like all these are Sambodhan only, na? So this Hare is of this Rama only, like Hara ka Sambodhan Hare.
Correct. Hara is not there. Yeah, correct. Yeah, see, hey Hare. Yeah.
Okay, Mataji, thank you.
Hare Krishna. Then finally we'll end with Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Hare Krishna. See you all next week. Okay. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.